1.
We know O'Sullivan is a great break builder, and he's also one of the very best single potters in the game. There are no weaknesses in the O'Sullivan game, technically. I think the biggest dangers usually comes from himself, really.
4.
Yeah, O'Sullivan's only real weakness, as you point out, Neil, is temperament.
Now O'Sullivan, again, taking a look at those 2 reds, whether they will pop into this pocket, which we're nearest to. He, I reckon, figured that they weren't an option. It's a nice cannon, and it's looking very much like 4-2 to O'Sullivan to me.
10.
Nicely spread for O'Sullivan. 30 points ahead. That's unbelievable.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 10.
He did all the hard work, and quite surprised he missed that, I have to say.
One.
Now, can Dott capitalise? O'Sullivan on the brink
8.
of regaining a 2-frame advantage as we reach the business end of this second round contest.
$15.
Well, I'm not sure that's exactly how he wanted things. If it's straight on this, it's difficult to play onto the yellow. Well, there it is. It is nearly straight. If anything, he's got an angle that is inside straight. So if he runs it through, he might be able to play off one cushion up towards the yellow. It's a queuing shot, and it's missable.
Oh, that's wonderful. Great judgment of pace from Graeme Dott.
21.
And now the frame at his mercy.
Well, an agonising look from Dott. Is he okay?
And he is, or he was.
26.
And you could see it in his body language. I think we would have had an agonised countenance. He had the frame in the palm of his hand. It was such a straightforward
30.
shot, red to right corner, that he missed with the wrist. Just banged the butt of his cue on the floor. Just the pink required
35.
for Graeme Dott. Great pot by Dott.
On the frame.
Wonderful clearance. And he murmurs to himself as he leaves the auditorium.
$39.
You know, that wasn't as easy as it looked.
Graeme Dott 39.
No, it was always a bit high to the far knuckle, but it was never in fairness.
1.
When the opponent is within 1 frame of victory, you always know that each shot could potentially be your last.
In his mind that he'll get another shot.
9.
Because the balls are awkwardly placed, especially those 2 reds below the black. Also, as we mentioned, the yellow and the blue are locked together in unpromising positions. O'Sullivan has freed the 2 reds, but in doing so, he's left himself a slightly tricky red into the
16.
left corner. It is missable, I suppose.
Oh, and he's missed it. Well, he had an angle which meant that he
16.
didn't have to force it to get position on the black. Went for the far knuckle, but it didn't drop.
He gave it every chance pace-wise, but
1.
it was missable.
Now Dott really ought to clinch this frame at this visit.
9.
This could be
15.
5-4 because the two reds that are open will just about ensure a frame victory. Should pop the
Graeme
easy
Dott,
ones.
15.
Well, he can't say that he hasn't had his chances. Successive chances in this frame. And if he loses this frame and therefore match, he has himself to blame.
8.
The ball's not as easily placed as they might be.
Well, there's the problem, I reckon. Made early reference
16.
to that. Those two balls aren't exactly potable where they are, the yellow and the blue. Sullivan's got work on first before he gets to that, just to make sure this red along the cushion is potable. He's got a nice angle on this.
23.
But again, we saw him miss one down the other cushion a minute ago. It is a shot that can be missed. Ronnie O'Sullivan slightly distracted by something. I saw him looking beyond the line of the shot there at possibly a photographer. Nicely played though.
24.
Now how is he going to pot the yellow? It appears that it's possible, but I reckon that is only possible from a very small margin. He's got to get the white virtually on a sixpence. Now has he gone far enough? It's open to debate whether he has.
31.
Well, it was a good
33.
shot. Didn't appear all that easy from where he was.
That's one potential angle for the cue ball to get onto the brown.
Well, very good is all you can say about that shot. And also,
36.
somehow he's got an angle here. Narrow angle and tricky.
Well, this
40.
has been the break of the match so far. Can he put the icing on the cake? Dott knows that he had his chances. Powerless to do anything now, though.
45.
Wonderful break of 51 by Ronnie O'Sullivan.
So, 69.
Perfect angle to play the cannon should he wish. Oh, it's a shame. He deserved a century here because this break was superb. Good pot needed
76.
to keep the break going.
You could call that a good pot, Willie.
Position was poor though, wasn't it?
Yeah, his position on the black was poor for us, but not for Ronnie.
84.
He'll pot them from anywhere.
Well, you can have a pound on this one if you want.
Go on then. I've got Willie Thorne's pound.
$85.
Double quits, he doesn't clear up.
Well, we might as well have a double.
89.
Oh no! What is happening here? That could be break by the end of this game.
90.
Well, they're absolutely loving it. The crowd here at the Wembley Conference Centre are enjoying every
95.
ball potted here.
$97.
Fantastic break from O'Sullivan. Once again,
Ronnie
a
O'Sullivan,
1-visit
97 on the
frame-winning
frame.
break from John Higgins. Walks out for a break. O'Sullivan goes first.
$19.
Ronnie played to get on the pink there. But now where's that white? That spoiled this position. And believe it or not, he's played quite a few shots with the rest, and he's still at 100% success rate. 4 out of 4. Can he make it 5 out of 5? It's tough. Now where's the red going to finish? Well, Ronnie can't believe it. John Higgins can't
25.
believe it. What a fluke to
Settle
go into
down,
the middle
please.
pocket at this angle. Now, if you were going to try and just shoot the white into the middle pocket from that angle, you'd be lucky to get it.
But I thought the pink, you know, as long as he avoids the cannon on the yellow and blue coming round, he should get nicely on these two reds. Don't know whether he's hit this hard enough. Well, that's just magnificent, isn't it? To the inch.
31. $32. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 32.
So, John Higgins has got a chance.
This is a massive red to get rid of because it's now got the path from the blue to play into the black and reds if he wants.
One.
Whereas if that red was still there, that shot wouldn't be on. Now the thing is, you know, I'm not saying that's the wrong shot, but now if he doesn't get an angle on the next colour.
$7.
He's now going to have to play a tough shot. He's got to get up near the pink spot area to get onto this red. He's played it nicely. Yes, we know that the black's not available in the left-hand corner. I just wonder whether the red is, because he's on the
15.
angle now to be able to get onto that red. Black's not available. So the little slow cannon into both of them. Doesn't want to put the black on the cushion, though. That's the key thing here. Needs the black on and off the cushion. It's just when it's not going for you, Dennis, it just doesn't go for you, does it?
Well, he's heading over towards that red and pink with the cue ball. Every other frame is finished with one
27.
visit.
Very straightforward to get onto the red to the left of the black spot here. And now the work starts. He'll be reluctant to play for the black unless he has to. He'd like to get onto the blue because it's a bigger
29.
target to bring reds into play, but the angle he has, he may have no option but to play for the black.
30.
If he drops there, he'll leave this red, and he could possibly develop it, but as long as he leaves himself in the gap, he'll be okay here.
Another key shot coming up, an angle on the
57.
next black to better kiss one of these reds into play. Whatever happens now, his favourite to take the frame, especially if he gets this next red and black, because where the two reds are,
38.
the lead's going to be quite significant.
Got the perfect angle to bring the red into play here. Playing to drop in behind it. He's played it well.
45.
Judged to perfection. White on the cushion. It's there. And he's got the angle on the black.
46.
Can he bring it into play? It's unlucky. It's unlucky. Got the double kiss.
And to make 50 from where he did, it's first class. But that's once
John
again a
Higgins,
poor
53.
safety.
That's a clever shot, especially with your left hand. Look at this, he's got the snooker.
Can you get in behind the red to do that? He tried, but that'll do. Plenty of distance between cue ball and object ball. If O'Sullivan takes the pot on and gets it, well, you have to say good shot, because this is tough. I'd be surprised if he takes the pot on.
Well, he put everything into the
John
pot.
Higgins, 4.
The last thing that Ronnie thought would happen would be the white go in the opposite corner. It was an unbelievable pot that he pulled off there. Just the yellow needed.
Well, if the yellow goes in, I think we're in for a treat this evening. John Higgins has remained in this session and remained in the match, but he's been totally outplayed. And that's every credit to John Higgins. With reds all safe, he developed a situation into a 50-odd break.
5.
Ronnie coming to the table.
John Higgins, 5.
Although he requires 2 snookers. Not often you see that from Ronnie O'Sullivan, but it shows you how focused he has been. But a great performance from John Higgins in this final frame of this session. Ronnie at the moment needs 2 4-point snookers to tie. If he gets a chance, he might pot the brown, because then he would only need 2 snookers to win.
Well, the knowledge of the angles of these guys is superb. What about this for a shot?
Too narrow. They're awkward
Foul.
little shots, those, you know.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
And the reason he wanted to miss it on that side, he didn't want to miss it on the other side, because he could have hit the pink.
Well, where the brown is, it would have been a good chance to get back in behind the black, but not from here.
He just acknowledged that he didn't mean to pot that, but now, as I say, he only needs 1 snooker to win, because it will be a 5-point snooker. And how close is this? Not quite.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
Well, I'm sure his heart may have missed a beat there. How badly he hit that.
Yes, the natural angle would have taken the white towards the pink, and he hit it too thick, and that was why the white headed towards the middle pocket.
Gets out of this, it would be incredible for somebody of Higgins's class in the snookers department. Got to play it quite pacey, because he'd leave a free ball if he missed it, if he played it slow. And he has missed it.
Foul.
This is incredible.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
They're always difficult to hit when they're out in the middle of the table like that. So it's not yet.
Don't blame him for taking the pot on either. It's a choice here. Decided to play the snooker again.
Now maybe a bit of a chance for John Higgins to try and get a snooker. Oh, that's not a good shot. That's a good shot from John. Has he pushed it safe? He hasn't. This is possible. It's a big shot. And it's a bit of a stretch here.
Well done. Good pot.
5.
All the hard work that O'Sullivan put in, and was reluctant to play an attacking safety for the negative shot. In goes the pink, and John Higgins will breathe a massive sigh of relief. He's still in this match. O'Sullivan played superb, but only won the session by 5 frames to 3. He'll be disappointed with that.
One.
Now, how many can he make from this chance?
8.
That's okay. He can just run through and nudge that red away. Now he's got them open.
15.
Well, Higgins is scoring pretty heavily when he gets the chance. He's already made 2 50s and 2 70s in this match, and he's only won 3 frames.
$30. Sure. 31.
He's played for a choice of red.
39.
That's the shot he can play, pot the red and just stun over past the pink and leave the black, I would think. Well, he screwed back for the blue. He was straighter on that red, but now he's the wrong side of
47.
the blue.
Whether or no this turns into a frame-winning break would appear to depend on the angle that Higgins could get on his colour from this red to open the bunch.
$53.
Now the red on the right side cushion is stopping him from coming off the cushion and going into pink and red, so he might have to try and just develop that red. No, he could miss it, but he's missed the reds also.
John Sr. on the left, Josephine, Denise Higgins, John Jr.'s wife.
And did you see who was in the background, Clive? Les
John
Dott.
Higgins, 56.
I think he won that twice, Clive. Slimmer of the Year twice.
Yeah, he's going to have to win it again. Anyway,
that's a pretty good shot because he's put the other red slightly out of play. Well, he decided to try and get that red back into play. This could be the key to the frame. Bit of pressure on that one.
encouraging shouts for O'Sullivan.
Yeah, he wants to have a go at that red in the left corner. It's a bit awkward with the brown there. And that puts John Higgins under slightly more pressure. One mistake now and, well, look where the reds are. That was too thin a cut. Surely he's not taking this pot on. No, just to safety, but it's not the best. That has let John down. He's usually such a good tactical player, but he's left his safety shots the wrong side of the balk line a few times today, and it's been costly.
It could be costly again.
1. Eight.
And Ray Reardon, 6 times world champion in the 70s.
9.
Now O'Sullivan's mentor, watching on with considerable interest.
And sporting a new hairstyle. He's had the same hairstyle since he was at school, Ray.
Well, I know he enjoys being around the snooker tournaments again.
17.
And this is the sort of situation that Ray Reardon used to be so good at, to clinch a frame when you're 50 odd behind. He did it so many times himself.
25.
Now the 2 reds the left side of the table. He'll have to be very precise when he plays for those.
33.
Well, he can't do anything about it. He's just got to hope that somehow Ronnie can slip up. Now that might be a little bit short. He was hoping to leave a straight red into the middle pocket. He could have dropped that in and it would have been so easy to
45.
get on one of the balk colours. And he's got the cannons, but it's finished okay. But
46.
O'Sullivan has missed only 4%
50.
of the pots he's attempted.
you just can't give this
53.
man any sort of chance at all. Quick look at the scoreboard. And John had a quick look at the scoreboard as well.
$57.
Got to be careful with this blue. But he's plumb on the pink.
62.
John Higgins was
68.
first in with 56, but couldn't open the bunch. And later played a poor safety. O'Sullivan clears up with 75 and increases his lead to 7-3.